Marker. Alter 3. Alright, let's do some more alters. Do we have a doctor coming our way? Or a researcher? Never mind, we have 7 hours, so we'll be done tomorrow. Well, I can't really do much rest of the night. Can I make anything? We have enough for another storage increase? I think it's only 20. It's 30. Bro, hurry up and finish it. You got it. He's back. He came back because of the radiation. Infinite uphold? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Well, dude, we need one. I'm going to there myself. I'm getting one. Am I? No, I'm not gonna go out there and get one. I guess we're gonna go to sleep. Cheaper batteries. Mining and refining minerals faster. Absolutely. Oh, we'll be doing that as soon as we get him. Still eating, bro? We can make some food, I guess.
I like the new metals outpost. Good, solid choice.
Thanks, my man. Bung, bung, bung. That is far away. It sounds like I have a call, but it's not a call. Where's the boom at? Upstairs. I duck. Other duck. Either.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? That's not the most important thing at the moment. Except for the fact it's the primary goal of the mission. Yes, but... Hey, wait. How do you know I found any rupidium at all? Well... Isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module. which could only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rubidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Leave Molly out of this.
Wow, you're right. That's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? Why don't you rest a little? Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately? Well, in that case, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. Something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
You'll get him, Tiger.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
In the kitchen, which is over here. Scientist is born. Monster baby.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home.
Joy, joy.
Cheers.
Heart buzzer.
Whoa, you look tired, man. Everything okay? I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed. All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm. Sounds like a promise. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lava lamp? You kept it? Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood. Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great.
And place to sleep track. So no more family will be a high priority of mine. How do I set him up to do some research?
Would you like me to address that?
Yes. You figured it out. What do I need for a dorm? Build. 40 metal. 8 mass. Time to get working. You know what? Do I take you off? I don't think I do. Let me take that off for the enriched metals, but we don't have a refiner yet anyway. He's already doing it, huh? Alright.
So, this is why we stopped. A lava river.
Raw chicken.
Plan B then, I guess. We'll need to figure out if there's a way around. Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
Well, we're about to be over if we mine any. So let's go back. I'll get a dorm built. Fine, we need some organics now. I wish to leave. We have to get the rest of these rocks, so when tomorrow we can get the rock destroyer or whatever it is, the laser. Then we're on organic duty for a little bit. Can I make the laser now? Because it might be based on time. So it might be worth it. Material drill? You would. +1 sheep? What do you mean +1 sheep? Nope. Ghosty. Uses 2 energy, huh? Okay, well, I'm not gonna use 2 energy on that because I can't even go up there. One-time use, or? Yes, one-time use. Right, the item in the workshop. I'm gonna need 2 more then. We don't need more rabbiting right now. Yeah, you gotta get the miner tomorrow, I feel. I should probably start doing that now, actually. Start it all tomorrow then, I guess. On the computer. Make what you can and go to bed. Dong 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 dong. Miner, if you would. Welcome to the family, son. Are you there?
Hey, man. You alright? Alright? Hell no. Feel like I'm fucking dying. Oh, shit. That's it then. I'm dead already. Not yet, brother, not yet. Damn it. Yet another disappointment. You're on strong sedatives. Mm-hmm. This is one strange dream. Why don't we give you a mental checkup first, okay? Yeah. That's what they always say before they break the bad news to you. Shoot. What's your name? My name is Jan Dolsky, but I'm seeing fucking double. You should worry about that. We'll get there. Just fill me in on your role on this mission. Well, I used to be a miner, but then I lost my hand in an accident. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? My fucking arm. It's there again. Okay, I'm done with your little survey. Tell me what's going on. What have you done to my body? It's not your body, it's mine. Who the hell are you? I'm Jan Dolsky. I got stranded on a desolate planet where I found rupidium, so I used it to make you my copy. What the fuck did you drug me with, man? Oh, this is insane. What a trip. It's not a trip. It's reality. Your new reality. Oh, yeah? Well, in that case, Mr. Dolsky, would you be kind enough to tell me why your body's so damn intact? Because if you really are who you claim to be, both of us should be short an arm. That's smart. We're not exact copies. We only share the same DNA. Our minds and memories are different. Okay. I knew it was a fucking mistake the moment I signed up for this goddamn mission. Oh, man. You want to know what's most cruel about what you did? Bringing you to life against your will? Keeping all that shit I went through in my head. Now that, my brother, is cruelty. Look, you obviously had a complicated life, so why don't we try to look ahead now? To what? To whatever this journey brings for us. Oh, no, thanks, man. I've had my share of surprises. In that case, why don't you just kick back and take some time to get used to your new self? Go through the mission logs. They should clear a lot of things up for you. Okay. Chief.
What is all an actual mining outcrop here, no? Oh, it's a deposit, huh? The rocks above, boys. It's over.
Okay. This This is not good. We are surrounded. Damn it. So much for Plan B.
I'd love a new plan. Sure, I'm here.
Hey, what's this? It's triggering the alert in my suit. I need to learn more about this thing.
I don't think I'm getting there yet. Mineral deposit. We're looking at 3 more mining tools right now.
Huh. That must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage. Might be worth checking out. Huh. Looks like some kind of device. Maybe there's a way I could use it.
Rubber duck university hoodie.
Jeez. I packed a lot of stuff.
I didn't make the 2 batters, just made the 1. We got a long way to go back then. Let me see my backpack. I thought I had 2. Smoky Bean? We don't have a botanist yet, but you're 4 wide. They're all 4 wide. So hold on. Where am I? This is the important four for now. But where I might flip these two as well. Get them next to each other. Where's my sleeping quarters? One below. Still, that's fine. Machinery is right next to our bedroom. Will this cleanse our radiation? Kitchen. Kitchen's where now?
You look hurt. What happened? Are you blind? I got too much radiation exposure. I feel awful. Hey, maybe you'll turn into a superhero. Yeah. The glowing barf, man. Wouldn't you love that? For now, just remember to keep the radiation barrier on, okay? Radiation filters will speed up my recovery. At least when I'm inside.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for.
Hallelujah.
I hope you sleep well tonight.
I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization.
Sweet dreams, then. Look what I found. Any idea what it could be?
Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip.
Qubit chip?
Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit. Not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
So, I just plug it into the QC?
Plug it into whatever you want. Won't do much. It's dead. I'd give it some love in the workshop first.
Duly noted. Okay, I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it.
Holy shit. What now?
I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve?
So now I'm smart, huh?
Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick.
The scientist. He could look for a solution in that research lab you built.
Okay, let's give it a go.
It's almost done. I'm on a rush to get it done, so we're gonna do that. I could spend a day cooking. Get some more radiation down. Got a green thumb.
Keeping busy, I hope.
I'm gonna talk to you, bro.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made. I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally. Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That slow enough for you? Hey, you've just crossed out every team-building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way around. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed. So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back.
Yeah.
You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone. Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here.
That's what he
now.
wants to hear.
I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rapidium back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see. I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. You could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. The what? Interval. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane. Whatever it is, doesn't sound like something I'd want to walk into again. Yes, it's fascinating, but it can be dangerous. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one.
I've come across a lot of them, personally. Phone call? Where is that at now? The floor I was just on. Maxwell, the boss.
Hello?
Jan Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Really? Barely knew them.
Well, we are all grief-stricken down here. But also excited and proud of what you have achieved. I hope you grasp the significance of your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rapidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
Of course. Yeah. No reason to get everyone hyped up. Might still fail.
I can see you're a grown man, Jan. And you understand the stakes. I don't want to put pressure on you, but... failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rapidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rapidium and you, Jan.
Thank you,
Do you
Geralt.
think it was a mistake?
I think you're bullshitting me. What if I hadn't found Rapidium? You'd never go to such lengths to save me, would you?
What if? People like to use that phrase a lot, don't they? Well, you can actually learn the answer to that question. Many would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Gassy puppy.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Fluently.
It rings a bell. Didn't he make that old game about rats or something?
You're probably talking about The Plague. Close, but it was a book. One about humans, too. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now, constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dulski.
I'll tap 1 second. Hold on. Scoot. Scoot. In Discord real quick. Kinda want to do some PvP later. I'm just gonna flip something out there, you know? Loading out a little 101. Loading out some mono. What's the actual phrase? Mano a mano? Yes. You dig? Winky face. You know.
you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
Hi, buddy.
So, you're afraid the Rapidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rapidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Ark should be your primary focus now.
Listen, you're very convincing, but I'm afraid I just won't have the time to do it. I need to find a way forward before the sun comes up.
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. You found Rapidium. Then you branched yourself and managed to get the base moving. Would you really be happy with yourself if it all went to waste?
Waste? Wow. Is that what you consider saving my life?
Your life, my life. Let's face it. All it is a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
What can I say?
I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare moments that matter. So, enough talking. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
What will happen to my alters when we get back?
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here. But I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely. But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the alters.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
Now, we will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly. Is there anything else?
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for completely different
that,
reasons,
bud?
and as you can imagine, in a much more rudimentary fashion.
Tushy's falling off.
Altering mind records? For whom?
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will need to be ending this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
No. I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
Rapidium Arc.